Hi, David. Yeah, I might have this stuff stuck away in the tutorial somewhere, but tell you what, I'll just rip through this a quick video to get you right up to speed. Okay, the website name, that is in the site styles, sorry, library logo, and then we got the CSS right here. And here's where you edit the size of the logo. So we could go down to something real small there, 20 pixels, and you can also change the font family right here for the logo, and that's going to show up. Whoop, there it is right there. Now the logo is one of the few things that uses a script because it has that sort of gradient. And when I say script, I was going to show you something that's really kind of cool. If using Firefox, I use an extension called Firebug, and it's one of those like, here we have the logo CSS. I just happen to know where it is, so that makes life real easy. But we have the fonts.css. So you open that up, and it's quite a lengthy style sheet. All the information for changing bits and pieces is in here. It's commented so you can sort of, whittle your way through and find things. But then you got to scroll through, 500 lines of code, and that's just the way CSS is. It takes a while to sort of go through, right? But there's a trick. With Firebug, let's say, for example, I want to change the tagline. I'm like, oh, where's that information? I could just like put my cursor on one of the words within that particular thing, right click, do the inspect with element, and this little Firebug window pops up right here. And what it'll do is it will try to highlight the thing, in this case the tagline. It'll try and highlight the container or the tag for that element. And then over here in this window, it will tell you where the style, what styles are applied to it, so you can actually scroll through a list, and there's a lot of them, sort of don't matter, but basically it goes in priority of, most important or the most applied to stuff you don't have to change. But anyways, long story short, what that is, it tells us, so logo tagline, there's the, height, left, position, so there's all the positioning information, and you can sort of scroll on down the list here until you find something to do with whatever it is you want to change. In this case, maybe the font size. Well, it tells us here the font size is 100%. Okay, but where is that located? Well, it's located in the logo.css. Oh, okay. So you can go back to your logo.css and you go, okay, where's my logo CSS? I already had that open, right? Oh, there's the font size right there, 100%. Well, you can use percentages, you can use EMs, or you can use pixel sizes. Right? We could change this to be 12px, or we could change it to be 80%, or whatever it is we want it to be. Hit the refresh button, and boom, now that primary tagline is smaller. Same with this stuff here, this bit of text here. Let's say you just want to change it. It's like, well, where am I going to find that? Well, with Firebug, you can probably find it a lot faster than digging through the style sheets, right? You just right-click on it, selects it over here, tells you what the actual tag is, and then over here it starts listing all the, SEO1. Okay, there's the font size right there, and it's in fonts.css line 16, right? So I can go to my fonts.css. I can go scroll down to line 16, and oh, there it is, font size right there for my change the SEO H1 and H2 title here. So just to answer your question, you can add a class to anything you want, right? But you might want to just check with Firebug first to see if there's an existing class, and it'll save you going through the tutorials to try and dig out that information, right? But let's just say for fun, right, here's our logo LBI, right? There's our website name, okay. Class, you see there's no class applied here, right? Well, what you can do is actually go to the apply multiple classes, right? And then you can create your own class and apply it there if you wanted to. But what I suggest you do is try and go through the existing style sheets that are already there, right? And that's why I say the fonts.cs pretty much has everything that you like, all the different fonts we use in the template. That's the master file. The only thing that's specific or sort of has its own style sheet with the logo and the tagline. Okay, everything else is located right in the fonts.css, and it's all sort of labeled. Like I said, if you don't get hung up on, oh, I couldn't find something, I spent half an hour looking. Just send me a quick note, and I'll fire some information over to you on Monday, because I'll be out of the office here in a few minutes. But what else we got here? So advertising. On the advertising LBI, I have added text to this area, but this is all. Yeah, you can add whatever you want to the advertising LBI. This one right here. Yeah, just It's just as long, and make sure you don't wipe out the meta tag, but you could add whatever you want in here. Picture, text, it's just a regular Dreamweaver asset. So whatever type of HTML code you can add to a web page, you can add to a library file. It's all sort of the same thing. Important thing is just make sure we don't wipe out the meta. If you ever do that, like just go into another library page, switch to code view, grab this, go back in and paste it up top, right? But you can add whatever you want in here. There shouldn't be any blockage in the advertising LBI. So that's strange. See, the just in properties when it's completely blocked out. So I'm just talking to myself while I look here. All right. So, all right. Okay, so the contact page, you're adding a form. So right here, well, first of all, let's just find the form code, which is going to be footer. Finding.